Hello everyone, welcome to this presentation, Analysis of 2024 Election Data using Power BI. The objective of this task is to analyze the 2024 election data to gain insight into the election results, party performance, and voter trends across various constituencies. In this project, I have used Power BI to create interactive visualizations and dashboards that will help stakeholders understand the election outcomes and the dynamics between different political alliances. So the data description that I have given is I have two tables. One is the election results data table and the party alliance data table. So in the election result data table, I have the field ID, state, constituency number, constituency, leading candidate, leading party, trailing candidate, trailing party, margin, and the status. And the party alliance data, we have the fields, party name, and the alliance name. And the first step we done in the project is the data integration part. So in the data integration part, we created a relation between leading party name and the party name in the election data set table and the alliance data table respectively. And also we have used a merge query option in the Power Query editor. With the help of LibJoin, created a column for leading alliance and trailing alliance. And the next step we done is the data cleaning and the preparation work. So here in the data cleaning work, we found that Surat constituency from Gujarat had no trailing party because none of them were contestant there. So in the data we found that the fields were in null. So we renamed that the value to 0, and also we have renamed the trailing party and trailing uh, alliance to no contestant. And also we have corrected the data type values for each field respectively uh, according to the fields we needed. And the next step is the data analysis and the visualization part. So here we have done the overall result, the state-wise analysis, constituency-wise analysis, party and alliance comparison, and the trend analysis. So let us now look on to each and every analysis steps we have done in Power BI. So here we have used the visuals, table, card, pie chart, clustered column chart, line and custom column chart, slicer. Yeah, let us now see the overall result presentation here that we have done in the Power BI. So in the overall results, so here we have created a table chart, table visualization, a slicer, card, and pie chart. So let us now look on to this using the Power BI desktop application. So this is the Power BI desktop application here. So this is a table chart. So I have made a slicer here. So here this table represents the party name and the alliance to which this party belongs to, and the number of seats that they have won in the election. So if we need to check on to their specific alliance, we can click the slicer here, and we can see the parties that have been in NDA alliance who have won the election. And we could also see that 253 seats were won by the NDA alliance. And when we click on to the INDIA alliance, we could see that 208 seats were won by the alliance. And this pie chart represents the share of each and uh, individual alliance here. So the NDA alliance have 47% of vote share and seat share, and INDA alliance have 38% of seat share, and independent parties have 15% of their seat share. Yeah, and let us now move on to the next slide. So here we have the state-wise and constituency-wise analysis. So let us now go to the Power BI desktop. Yeah, so here I have created a column chart here, and a table chart here, and also I have created slices here to filter based on the alliance, leading party, trailing party, and state constituency wise. Yeah, and Here I have plotted a column chart with respect with state as the x-axis and number of seats as the y-axis. So if I need to select a particular state, I can select here. So I'm selecting Gujarat here. So in Gujarat, we could see that uh, 25 seats have been won by the India Alliance, and 1 seats have been won by the India Alliance. And coming through this table, uh, the status for the Gujarat state, and here is the result. So here we could see that Surat's constituency from Gujarat, the margin is 0, which represents that no contestant were there in the elections. And INDA got a single seat, and the remaining all belongs to the NDA alliance. Yeah, and this is the election results. So this can be viewed by state-wise and constituency-wise as well. So we could drop this, and now let's select an individual constituency here. Now let us select Ahmednagar here. So in Ahmednagar, so the state in Maharashtra. So independent candidate have won. The party name is Nationalist Congress Party, Sachendra Pawar. So the margin here they have won. The margin here is 28,925. Yeah, so like this way we can analyze through state wise and as well as constituency wise. Even I have made here so to check on with the leading parties, so leading parties, trading parties, and with the alliance as well. Yeah, and let us now look on to the next slide. Party and alliance comparison. Yeah, so this is the party and alliance comparison. So here I have made a state in the x-axis and the number of seats in the y-axis, and I have used the legend leading party here. So to select the specified alliance here, I can choose NDA here. I can choose NDA here, and here I have got the results for NDA alliance for individual state. So here in Uttar Pradesh, we have 1 seat for Apna Dal and 33 seats for Bharatiya Janata Party and 2 seats for Rashtriya Lok Dal. And this line graph represents the average of the margin here. So in Uttar Pradesh, the average margin is 104K. So likewise, we can check the individual state as well. So let us now deselect here, and now if I need to check for an individual state, let us see Kerala. So in Kerala we have uh, Bharatiya Janata Party with 1 seat, Communist Party of India Marxist with 1 seat, Indian National Congress 14 seats, Indian Union Muslim League 2 seats, Kerala Congress 1 seat, and Revolutionary Socialist Party 1 seat. So the average margin they have won here is now 119K here. So likewise we can check the individual party and alliance comparison here. And let us now move on to the next slide, trend analysis. So let us now come to the last visualization here. So here I have made a trend analysis with the party in the x-axis and margin in the y-axis. So here we could find the trend for each and every party name here. So Indian National Congress. So here let us now select all here. So this is the minimum margin that has been won by Bharatiya Janata Party here. So when I click here, the constituency wise margin of victory is displayed here. So for Bharatiya Janata Party, so here we could find that Surat with no contestant, so with 0 margin, they have won here. So this is the least. So this is the Surat is the only constituency where no contestant were in the trailing part. India Alliance have won here. And while we check in the Indian National Congress, we could see that uh, below. So here it's 1K. So here is 684 margin. So it is a round off to 1K. So here there were a tough fight here as well. In Attikal, Kerala, there was a tough fight, and Chandigarh, Lakshadweep, Firozpur, they have and so on. They have made a tough fight here. So Indian National Congress here won in these states. So likewise, we can check for each party where they gave a tough fight between the trailing and the leading parties. So Indian National Congress and everything. So if we need to check an individual constituency, we can check here. If you want to check with NDA alone, yeah, we can do that. If you want to check that for INDA alliance, we can check that, and so on. So this is the comparison we have done where party versus margin here. So, concluding here, the insight and recommendations are we have found that the total number of seats is 540, 62 parties contested in the election. India Alliance won 253 seats with BJP in the top with 240 seats. INDA Alliance won 208 seats with Indian National Congress winning 99 seats. Independent parties won 82 seats. Indore had the highest winning margin for BJP at 1,175,092 votes. BJP won without opposition in Surat. So these are the insights that we have got from this Power BI visualizations here. And yeah, and that's all for this presentation. And thank you for watching and have a great day. Thank you. Bye bye.